I cannot express how much I absolutely loved My Six Loves. This is one of the last Debbie Reynolds films I have to watch. I think there are about four others I need to see, three of which I've found, one of which I just can't find the existence of anywhere. This one I'm really glad I was able to locate because it's absolutely fantastic. I will say she sings a song in this. It's called It's a Darn Good Thing, and it's so elusive. I can't find a version of it online anywhere, so I don't know why this film and that song are really hard to find, but it's absolutely beautiful and well worth watching. This was released in 1963, directed by Garrett Champion, written by John Fonte, Joseph Covelli, William Wood, and stars, of course, Debbie Reynolds as Janice Courtney. And she plays an actress who is doing exceptionally well in her career, but all of a sudden she just becomes so overwhelmed. She has a physical response to it, and she needs to take time out. And she goes off to this house to just be away from everything, kind of reluctantly, and spend some time away from the press and the media and just taking a bit of time to decompress. While she's there, she discovers hiding kind of in the shed at the back of the garden of this property these six children. And these six children are clearly living rough. They're children of all ages. I'm not sure how old the eldest one is. I guess maybe 14 or 15. The youngest one is maybe about 6, give or take. And of course, Janice, being this lovely, very motherly woman that she is, she insists that these children come into this house, and she begins to look after them and take care of them while also trying to locate their parents. The parents come across as really nasty people. We're told pretty quickly that they were drunk, passed out, and that's why the children ran away and decided it was better to fend for themselves in the wild than it is to be cared for by these parents, which says a lot about the level of childcare they were receiving. But now that they're with Janice, things begin to change. They're no longer as ravenous as they were, or as they once were. And obviously we don't know what the future will hold for them. They like staying with Janice. You can tell that Janice likes having these children around, but maybe she has to hand them over to the authorities to take care of. After all, they're not her children. What will happen to these children by the end of the film, I'm not going to say, but I will say this is a beautiful film, and I love Debbie Reynolds in anything, but I love it when her roles are very motherly. I find that role suits her very, very well, and that is exactly what we get here, and it's so beautiful to watch, and I just absolutely adore her. And when she sings, it's a darn good thing. And then the children sing with her. It's so fun, it's lively, it's entertaining, it's uplifting, and I can't find. Well, the only place I could find that song online is on Amazon.com, where I can buy the MP3, which I will do, but I just found it weird that it wasn't on anywhere. It's apparently on Spotify, but the play button doesn't work. It's not on YouTube. I don't know why it's so difficult to find. But it does exist, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. The narrative flows very well. The characters are all really likable. The children have a good mix of personalities and quirks that make them very unique and interesting. Janice is a character I love. She's not my favourite Debbie Reynolds character, mainly because there are a lot of really strong contenders for that, but I'd say she's high up there. My Six Loves is an absolutely beautiful film. If you get a chance to see it, definitely watch it. It's so beautiful, so underrated, given that it's, so elusive. And I'm just glad that I've had the pleasure of watching it because it made me so happy. And I love it so much. And if I didn't already love Debbie Reynolds, I think after watching My Six Loves, I would absolutely adore her.